Namaste dear students. In the last few classes we were discussing about measures of dispersion, isn't it? So in the measures of dispersion we came to the last portion, that is a coefficient of variation. The relative measure of standard deviation is a coefficient of variation. So actually sigma by x bar is called which one? The relative measure of dispersion. Relative measure of standard deviation. In that in 200, if we express that in terms of percentage, that is called coefficient of variation. So if CV is more means that series is less consistent. If CV is less means that series is more consistent. So remember, CV more means variability more, CV less means variability less. So if two series are given, we have to compute we have to compare the variability, means we have to compute CV. For computing CV, we have to compute standard deviation and x bar. If CV, for which series CV is less, that series is more consistent, or if CV is more means the variability is more. Then who is better run scorer or who is a better average, means we have to compute averages of batsman A and batsman B. Which average is more, he is a better run scorer. So consistency same, CV less means he is more consistent, variability less idre more consistent. So we will do some more problems. If in the earlier classes what we did is CV separately, two series are given, it may be continuous series or discrete series or raw data, we have to compute, we computed CV. For computing CV, we computed which under standard deviation and x bar, next computed CV, if CV more means that variability more, isn't it? So in today's problem what we are doing is everything is given, means what firm A, firm B standard deviation given, x bar given, number of observations given. So in such a case just finding CV and comparing the variations. So shall we do, this is the last portion of this measures of dispersion. So first problem, an analysis of, first question, an analysis of monthly wages, an analysis of monthly wages paid to workers, gave the following results. Gave the following results. See, firm A, firm B, two firms are there, firm A, firm B. Then what and all given? Number of wage earners. Number of wage earners means number of employees, isn't it? So number of wage earners. Number of wage earners in firm A, firm B. Firm A 500, here it is 600. So 500 members are there in firm A, 600 members are there in firm B. Average monthly wage. Average monthly wage in rupees, that is 5,600 here, here 6,500. Last, standard deviation of wages. Standard deviation of wages, that is also in rupees, 223.5 here, here it is 231.3, 230. See, first question, which firm A or B, which firm A or B pays a larger amount, of monthly wage, larger amount of monthly wage. Second question, in which firm A or B, in which firm A or B is there greater variability, is there greater variability in wages, okay. See, first listen here. First read the question twice. See, an analysis of monthly wages paid to workers gave the following results: firm A, firm B. For two firms are there, firm A and firm B. So what and all given here? Number of wage earners. Means what? Number of wage earners means number of employees in firm A, number of employees in firm B. Isn't it? Then average monthly wage. Average monthly wage means what? X bar. So X bar, mean wages of firm A, mean wage of firm B, number of employees in firm A and firm B. Then standard deviation of wages. Standard deviation of wages of firm A, standard deviation of wages of firm B. This much information given there. Then what we have to find? See the first question. In first question, which firm A or B pays a larger amount of monthly wage? We have to compute whether firm A or firm B, which firm pays a larger amount of monthly wage. What we have to do? So we have to find the total monthly wage of firm A, then total monthly wage of firm B. So which one is more? That firm pays a larger amount, isn't it? So for finding, we know that X bar equal to, what is the formula to compute X bar? X bar equal to sigma X divided by N, isn't it? We have to compute that sigma X, isn't it? Sigma X means total. Total we have to compute. We know that sigma X equal to N into X bar. So that we have to find both sigma X for first one and firm A and firm B. Which one is more? That firm pays a larger amount to that employees. What is the second question? See the second question. In which firm A or B is there greater variability in wages? So here what we have to compute? We have to compute CV, coefficient of variation. For comparing the variability of two or more series, we are computing CV first. CV more means variability is more, isn't it? So in which firm A or B is there greater variability in wages? Means we have to compute CV of firm A, we have to compute CV of firm B. After that, which CV is more, their variability is more. So for computing the first one, we have to compute sigma X or total. Total which in which firm A or B, which total is more, that firm pays a larger amount of monthly wages to workers. Second one, we have to compute CV, which CV is less, that is more variability. Which CV less, not CV more idre, that variability more. Here they asked the more greater variability. So we have to compute CV itself. CV more means variability more. So first we will write what and all given there. Okay. Here firm A, here firm B. What and all given? First we will write. Firm A, number of wage earners. I told number of wage earners, let it be N itself. So for the time being I am taking N itself. Firm A, firm B separately we are computing, so no need to confuse it. So firm A, number of wage earners. Number of wage earners means N. Number of employees, isn't it? So number of wage earners equal to 500. Here number of wage earners. Here also I am taking N. Don't confuse. Both are different here. So firm A is separate. Firm B also separate. So N equal to, here it is 600. Then average monthly wage. Average monthly wage means what? Average monthly wage means X bar. X bar of first firm. X bar itself, they took X bar. So no, okay, x bar itself, you can take n1, x1 bar like that, you can take, no problem, but they are separate. So I am taking the same quantity, it differs. Just remember, they are different. So x bar equal to, here average monthly wage is 5,600. What about firm B? Firm B, it is x bar equal to 6,500. Correct na? Then standard deviation of wages. Standard deviation of wages is a sigma. Sigma equal to, here it is 223.5 and here it is sigma is 231.3. Now go to the question. Okay, clear na this much? What and all given we wrote. So I didn't mention or identify separately. Here I gave the same notations for both, but just remember that they are of different firm, firm A and firm B. So I didn't write here n1, x1 bar. It will be bit difficult to remember. So I put the same sign for both. N equal to 500 here, n equal to 600. Here average monthly wage means x bar of first series 5,600, x bar of second series 6,500. Then standard deviation of firm A sigma is 223.5, it is 231.3. Okay, then go to the first question. First question is what we have to, which firm A or B pays a larger amount of monthly wage? Means what? We have to compute a monthly wage, average monthly wage or total monthly wage, not average. Average monthly wage given there, isn't it? We have to compute total monthly wage of firm A, similarly total monthly wage of firm B. Which one is more? They pays a larger amount. We know that average monthly wage equal to how much? Average monthly wage x bar equal to 5,600. 5,600. We know that x bar equal to sigma x divided by n, isn't it? Sigma x divided by n, isn't it? So we have to compute this one, sigma x. Sigma x equal to n into x bar. This is a total monthly wage. Total monthly wage, sigma x equal to n into x bar. So n given there, n means number of observations. Number of observations in first firm is 500 and x bar is directly given there, x bar equal to 5,600, isn't it? So what is the answer? 500 into 5,600, answer is 28. Okay, 28. How many zeros will be there? 4 zeros. 5 zeros are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros are there. Clear na? Nothing here. We computed total monthly wage. Total monthly wage of firm A. For computing total monthly wage, we required x bar formula, x bar equal to sigma x divided by n. We want to compute sigma x equal to n into x bar. N is given there, x bar also given. We just substituted the values. Clear na? Yes, we have to compute second one, firm B. I will do here, firm B also same, total monthly wage. Total monthly wage equal to n into x bar. Sigma x equal to n into x bar. Here it differs. Number of wage earners differs. Number of wage earners equal to 600. X bar equal to 6,500. So it is 600 into 6,500. It is answer is 39. Here also 5 zeros it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which one is less? First one or second one? Yes, second one is more, isn't it? So second one is more. So what is the conclusion here? Firm B pays a larger amount of monthly wage to their workers, isn't it? So firm B pays a larger amount of monthly wage. We have to write the conclusion. So I will write here firm B. For the first question, this is the answer for the first question. Firm B, which one is more? They pays a larger amount of monthly wage. So firm B pays a larger amount of monthly wage. Larger amount of monthly wage. Okay, monthly wages to their workers. Clear na? Yes. So it is a firm A, isn't it? Firm B. Okay. Second, go to the second question. See, in which firm A or B is there greater variability in wages? Means what? Greater variability. We have to compute variability. For computing variability, which measure of dispersion we use? Yes, it is the coefficient of variation. That is a coefficient of variation. So we have to compute coefficient of variation of a firm A. Next, firm B, isn't it? So can I do here? Hope this one is clear. Can I write this one? See, firm A, firm B, everything is given. So first one we did. So it is more for a firm B. I wrote the conclusion also. I will rub this one. Okay. Next, second one. Second one, for computing, we have to compute CV. CV of firm A. CV of firm A. That is sigma divided by x bar into 100. Sigma, everything given there, no need to compute. So just substitute the value. Sigma is given. Sigma is 223.5. 223.5 divided by x bar 5600 into 100. So answer is 223.5 divided by 5600 into 100, 3.99%. 3.99%, isn't it? Next, CV of firm B. CV of firm B. That is also sigma divided by x bar into 100. Another form, this one, sigma is 231.3 divided by x bar 6500 into 100. Answer is, answer I will tell 3.56. 3.56%. So which one is more? They asked variability more, remember. So variability more means if CV is more means variability is more, isn't it? CV more means variability more. Which CV more? 3.99 is more than 3.56, isn't it? So since CV of A, firm A, greater than CV of firm B, variability is variability in wages is more in firm A. Firm A, yes, firm A. Variability is more in firm A. So CV more means variability is more. So clear na? Hope this much is clear to you. So what and all given in such problems, everything directly given. Just what we have to compute is in the first question monthly wage. Total monthly wage we have to compute. Total monthly wage is n into x bar. So which one is more? There they pay a larger amount of it. Second one, greater variability. For comparing variability, we are using CV. So compute CV of firm A and CV of firm B. Which one is more? Their variability is more. So can we go to the second question? Hope this one is clear to you. See second question. Second question. Here everything directly given. Just compute what and all required. So second question, following is data. Following is data regarding. Following is data regarding marks obtained by two students X and Y. Two students X and Y. Two students X and Y. Okay. Student X, student Y. Student X, student Y. So here mean marks, then standard deviation of marks, here 80, here it is 50, here it is 4, here it is 3. First question, who is better? Second one, who is more consistent? Who is more consistent? See, here it is a simple question. So, what and all given? See, 2 marks, two students are there, student X and student Y. So, student X mean marks given, X bar is given. Here student Y is X bar is given. Standard deviation of marks, sigma is also given of both students. Who is better? Who is more consistent? So, in the first type CV problems, who is better? Run scorer. So, run scorer, there what we found? Yes, we found X bar. Which X bar is more? He is a better run scorer. Same here. So, first I will do here a solution given, then first student X, then student Y. Same notations I will write. Okay. Student X, what and all given? Mean marks. X bar equal to 80. Here X bar equal to 50. Here it is sigma, standard deviation sigma 4. Here sigma equal to 3. Who is better? Means what? Which X bar is more? Whose mean average marks are more? He is a better run scorer. He is a better scorer, isn't it? So, X bar of which X bar is more? First X bar is 80, second one is 50. So, first student X bar is more, isn't it? So, since X bar of student A, X bar of A I am writing like this, greater than X bar of student B, he is better. Or I will write a student, which is student A. Student A is better, isn't it? Clear na? X bar ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ he is better. His average is more. Second one, who is more consistent? For computing consistency, what we have to compute? Yes, we have to compute coefficient of variation, CV, isn't it? So, CV we have to compute. Okay, we will write CV of student A equal to sigma divided by X bar into 100. Sigma given 4 divided by 80 into 100. Answer is 5%. And here it is CV of student B is sigma divided by X bar into 100. Here it is 3 divided by 50 into 100. It is 6%. Isn't it? Which CV is more? CV less idre more consistent. Which CV is less? Student A, isn't it? So, since CV of student A less than CV of student B, student A is more consistent. Student A is more consistent. Clear na? So hope this much is clear to you. So who is better means x bar ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ he is better. Who is more consistent means CV less ಇದ್ರೆ more consistent. Student X is student A not student X. Student X is more consistent. CV of student X, here is CV of student Y. Okay, clear na? Okay, so these are the last type problems in CV. So hope this much is clear to you, measures of dispersion clear to you. So just to go, if you have textbook, just to go through further exercise problems only I did so much, and in the practicals also so many problems are there, just to go through that problems also, and if you have doubts you can contact us personally. So hope this much is clear to you. We will go to moments, skewness and next chapter in the next class. Thank you.